Okay, we're reloaded.
Check it out.
Hey, rainbow seasoning.
Spray. A voice calling from within our core.
What are we here for? We realize that our power lies
in how we live our lives,
and how we choose to show up.
So we choose to show up as rooted crowns, and this is our living prayer. Birth from the earth,
On a path to reclaim our name.
nature, ancestral medicine to heal our home. We sow this prayer in our bodies between many hands and upon our land.
In direct response to self-hate, for scarcity, and climate change.
But it's simple for real. We plant food forests and concrete jungles,
Inspiring youth to lead us out this struggle.
nourishing our bodies as living proof.
Sharing all we do to amplify this truth.
Yeah, we documenting it all.
Bringing it to you so you can feel this call in person, online.
Yeah, we standing tall, rooted crowns. Let's rock with it, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Greetings, everyone. So we are preparing a dish today, raw kale salad. It's originally Lev's recipe. I make another kind of kale salad, but I like this kale salad as well. And when I'm craving something kind of creamy and cheesy, this salad does good for me. It's a tahini based salad, and we don't have all the ingredients yet, so we're at the market. A friend of ours told us that we should bring it along for the market part as well, so that's what we're doing. So come along with us. We're at Mom's Organic Market in Baltimore, Hamden, and we're gonna see if they got everything we need.
Anything on Saturday? Cucumbers. Let's get some cucumbers. Alright. Let's see.
This one?
Want to get more?
Yeah, you have a baby cucumbers at the house.
Oh, we still do? Okay.
You see all this kale, like there's so many kale options in the world, even more than what they have here. But what we found is that for salad, like for massaging salad, the best kind of kale is called lacinato kale. So we really only can find it here most times. Eventually we want to grow it, definitely down south. So what I was saying is that you can kind of put whatever you want in a salad, you know, like we're choosing to put cucumber, tomato, maybe parsley. But you can really just put whatever like you like to eat raw.
What about radishes?
Sure.
Are you feeling radishes?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Alright, and now to the tomatoes. The red grape tomatoes are on sale.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Look at all these seasonings. Smoked paprika?
Yes.
Yes. They've been out of smoked paprika for like months, maybe probably a couple of weeks.
She put me on it.
Smoked paprika is so good in so many things.
Yeah, I just want everything to taste like smoke.
No, not everything, but lots of things. And it's just, I love getting seasonings by bulk because you don't have to get too much, and so it stays fresher. You use it and it stays fresher. When you get like a huge thing, by the time you use it all up, it's probably been there for like a year or two. And like seasonings go bad, they go old, and they're not as strong, the flavors. So you get used to dull flavors, and there's medicine in seasonings, you know.
It's up, and you want to be able to buy as much as you need. You don't need to buy the container. You're just buying the spice. And you know, a lot of the time you only need a little bit. For a little bit goes a long way. And maybe it's an expensive spice like cardamom or saffron. You know, you want to be able to buy what you need.
It was chipotle season that we needed, which is right here. But another thing that I was saying is our next upgrade is gonna be using like jars and stuff. But we're about to move, you know, fairly soon, so we're not doing that yet. But like eventually we're gonna have like glass jars that we can use and refill, so that we don't have to engage as much plastic.
What's the difference between them?
One's organic and one isn't. Okay, we're reloaded.
Check it out.
Hey, rainbow seasoning.
Spray. Baby's kicking.
It was for a second, but be sure he stopped. Okay, so greetings, guys. Ife here. So, like I said earlier, I'm gonna make the salad dressing and the salad, and like I said, this isn't my recipe. this is Lev's recipe, and this is some of what he made before. It's almost gone. Don't mind the jar. It's a reusable jar we reuse in this house. But yeah, it's almost gone, which is so sad, and I wanted to remake it again. And like I said, I make my own recipe. Like I have my own, or like I said, I make my own dressing. I have my own, you know, recipe that I got from another friend. And it's sweet and spicy and tangy, and one day I may share it with you all. But what I like about this recipe, this tahini recipe, is that it is more of a neutral flavor. There's a little bit of sweetness that you get from some agave, but it's not like the base is sweet, and it's mostly creamy. So it's really cool because you get this cheesy, creamy texture without having to use cheese or cream. And it's more neutral of a flavor. So you don't, if I'm not in the mood for this spicy, sweet, salt, you know, vinegary, whatever kick, like this is a good thing just to have a kind of neutral flavor. And this dressing also goes really good with kale, like I'm going to show you, but it also goes really good with cabbage and carrots, like a slaw. So it's multi-use. We love keeping it around for that because you could just kind of drizzle it on a salad in general because it's a salad dressing, but it's really good for those heavier vegetables like kale, like collards, not collards, well, I guess you could do collards if you want, but like cabbage, it's really good for that. Let's get started. So I'm not going to go into all the recipes or all the details of this recipe. If you're interested in the actual details, check out our Patreon page. You can see the recipe for $1 a month. I'm just going to kind of show the quickness of it, you know, like, you know, you probably can catch a lot of what I'm doing just by watching the video. But if you like to have, you know, the teaspoon this, a little bit of that type of situation, then yeah, be sure to check out our Patreon page. All right, so let's get it. This is my first time making this recipe, so I really didn't know what I was doing. Lev has been making like the dressings of his household for Shabbat and stuff for like his whole life, so this is like his thing. Whereas me, I used to never make dressings, and I dabble in dressings, but I definitely don't consider myself like a connoisseur of dressings. Like, I'm definitely novel at this, but I'm curious and I'm open and I want to make my own dressings, and I have some basic recipes, but I'm constantly trying to expand my horizons. Let's see, you know, I kind of want to taste mine first and then taste Lev's. I changed the recipe a little bit from what he did last time to what I'm doing now. That's why it's like more, his is more yellow because I put less turmeric in ours. We both agreed that it was just like too much turmeric in his. And instead of using nutritional yeast, which would have also made it more yellow, I use chickpea miso because it has, like, you know, the benefits of the fermentation process. But of course you can use nutritional yeast instead, which will be in the recipe. But yeah, so see what this tastes like. It's good. It's really tahini-y, and that's my thing. I'm always like, it tastes like tahini, but it's based in tahini. I don't know what it is about tahini in me. I just I like it, you know, especially on greens and vegetables and stuff. But by itself, I'm just like, wow, that's tastes like tahini. But let me taste his just to see the difference. So yeah, his is really similar. A little bit more, you know, turmeric-y and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna play with the recipe a little bit. This is something that both he and I usually do. A little extra splash of this, a little extra splash of that, to see if I can bring the flavors in just a little bit more, which is something I would recommend. Like, I would never follow a recipe and then not taste it and then be like serving it to people without like having any sense of like what you're serving. Just because truly, like, you never know. And you could always make the recipe better based on your own taste, better for you. So yeah, that already made it a little bit better.
It's really good. It's different. You know what it needs?
What?
It's a dash of chipotle.
Okay.
That'll make it pop.
Like I said, this is the process. You start off, you follow the recipe, and then you taste it, and then you adjust it according to what you want in the moment, and maybe it'll be the same the next time, maybe it won't be. So yeah, this is my recipe. I guess I'll show you, you know, like putting it on a kale salad, and probably how we eat it as well, like what we eat it with sometimes, what we pair it with, or what we'll pair it with today. And this is the final result.
About to get it in.
Yeah, so we did the salad, then we added some string beans, and we have some callaloo that we made over sweet potato, some black rice, and yeah. Lunch. Lunch. Bon appetit.
I'll be living good with you, Faye. I'll be living good, right?
Be sure to stay tuned. We have lots more videos coming from, you know, gardening videos to meditation videos to festivals to all types of stuff. Stretching, movement, all types of stuff. So continue to stay tuned then. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you are interested in seeing more of our life oriented towards wellness, resiliency, and connection that's based in our common African roots and all-inclusive, symbiotic, infinite global extensions therein. And please share it with your friends. This is something new to us, just sharing our life, and we're hoping that it can impact you all in a way that inspires and supports you to align with wellness, resiliency, and connection. Thanks for watching. Peace. Our viewers, guys, there's girls watching too.
What up, girls and guys? What up, guys? Girls and guys.
You know, babies, it'll be like.